Xiaoting Pan, 5-4 now in a race to 7, trying to move to the finals of the GenerationPool.com 9-ball championship. We've talked about the playing side of the week here in Charlotte, but it also included a very moving and emotional induction ceremony to those two gentlemen, the newest members of the Billiard Congress of America Hall of Fame, Alan Hopkins and Pat Fleming. Ava, you're in the Hall of Fame. You know what this means.
I do, and these two guys, no two people are more deserving in this industry for their play and their contributions overall to this sport. It was a fantastic night.
Congratulations to Alan and Pat. You know, 64 women started the week here in Charlotte. We only get to see 4 of them. A lot of other players had terrific weeks, among them the Black Widow, Jeanette Lee. Let's hear from her. Our top finisher is brought to you by Milliken Super Pro Claw.
I've been playing very hard, and I've been really training a lot, even since through the end of last year, to get ready for this event. And unexpectedly, I had to have yet another surgery, kind of post-surgery repair on my back, and then actually on my hip more specifically, and then we also ended up having stomach surgery late in the day. So now I'm all torn up. So I had to decide at the last minute whether or not I was even going to come to this event. And about 3 days before the event, went to my pool room, bent down, grabbed a cue, bent down, and went, okay, I can bend, I'm going to go play. I won some matches against good players, and I was like, how do you like that, you know?
As we move into rack 10, Anna Kostanian at the table. Xiaoting Pan up by 1 rack, race to 7 to move to the finals. Mitch Lawrence and the striking Viking, Ava Mattia Lawrence. Happy to be here in Charlotte, as always. Let's see, Ava, if she can recover from the mistake in the rack before that gave Xiaoting Pan this 1 rack lead.
Oh.
Last thing you want to happen right there.
And there was really nothing wrong with the break. Obviously, she let the cue ball go a little bit, but she got really unlucky to make the cue ball there. I mean, she made the 8, and the cue ball got knocked in by other balls for the scratch. And after what happened in the last rack, absolute, like you said, last thing she needed to have happen, give Xiaoting Pan ball in hand. And Mitch, this is a fairly open table. As you can see, she hit those balls hard. Most balls went to clear to the other side of the table. Only the 2 and the 3 are on this side of the side pocket. And Xiaoting has a great opportunity to really take a strong hold of this match and get on the hill.
And 3 times in these 10 racks, we have seen scratches on the break. Cannot overstate how important that has been in what is going on in this match. Tied at 4 and now back-to-back racks of ball in hand for Xiaoting Pan, and you can't, assuming the rack is fairly open, you cannot give a player of this caliber at this point, critical point in a match, ball in hand. I guarantee you that Anna is not expecting to get back to the table here in rack number 10.
No, and she's sick right now because, you know, that break, she did hit it a little bit off, but she didn't, you know, it didn't have to go into the corner pocket. Any kind of an open shot, a push, a safety, anything obviously would have been better than to give this player right here ball in hand. And the table's wide open, Mitch. She just has to make sure, as you can see, right there is where she wants to be. She doesn't want to be straight in the 6. You always want a little bit of an angle to get you to the next ball. The only one you usually want to be straight in on is that 9 ball. So she gives herself a little bit of an angle here, plays a 1 rail position. More likely she'll look to play the 7 ball in the side. She can play it in the corner. A lot of options. You just make sure to pick one here. She got a little farther maybe than she wanted. Look at that. She wanted to just draw it out. No. You can see from this angle she got about 3 or 4 inches too far. Oh, perfect. If it slows down or speeds up, one or the other. No, she has a good angle. See here, way more of an angle. She definitely wanted one, but not that much. But by cutting that in and avoiding the 7 coming down, she came back up, and now she has to do is shoot a stop shot, drift over for the 9 a little bit. Perfect.
This 9 ball to get to the hill. 6-4 now, 1 rack away from the finals. And with the break going into rack number 11, Xiaoting Pan in command here in Charlotte.
This ESPN presentation of the GenerationPool.com 9-Ball Championships is brought to you by Milliken Super Pro, better cloth, better game. By Fury Cues, unleash the fury. And by GenerationPool.com, meet the next generation, brought to you by GenerationPool.com.
As we get ready for rack 11, the big highlight from rack 10, Anna Kostanian at the break, Ava.
Unfortunate that 1 ball just knocked the cue ball into the corner, and that really hurt, especially after what happened in the rack before that when she made an unforced error. And now all of a sudden, Anna finds herself down 6-4. And the worst part about this is that Xiaoting, with that break, has the advantage by having this break at this point. Solid hit. 5 ball goes.
That was big. Last 2 times at the break, she made nothing on the break.
Well, she didn't really get a shot at the 1 ball here, Mitch. Obviously, there's a bank in the side that there's no way she's going to go for that